Man, this is it. So we got
This
Tether
is it,
Joe.
y'all. Tethers pouring from the sky. Let's get lit, y'all.
Tether Joe has so much to say, as a black publication, Tariq say it better. We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on here?
I said, man.
Ed man.
Se me
Hey,
gusta.
that's one of the firest episodes. Matter of fact, I emailed myself a couple nice Tether talks that we have to do that I just you remember the black man that just dressed up in the suit here in the US? Well,
Fam.
there's a Tether version.
Fam.
There's a
I'm
Tether
off the
version.
train, cuz.
Yes.
You know
With
I
the
watched
dirty
that, fam.
background, with it don't hit the
Fam.
same. It don't hit the same.
They was all off match. The colors wasn't right. They was
Come on, fam.
bash.
Come on, fam.
Everybody
Man,
had the
so
biggest
speaking of
lunch pail
tethers,
purse.
man, it looked like they got all the goodwill, saying stuff that people threw away. Like they got straight, they just scoured savers.
I promise you. And rode a rhino to get to the train.
This tether, we'll let Tariq tell you. Yeah.
Family, do y'all know how much these people lost their damn minds? Boy, they started making response videos. Derek Cologne, he was gonna do his thing. Derek Cologne, and Derek, he's texting me, wanting me to put him on here and all that other shit. Derek, I don't want to hear no lies. I don't want to hear it. Derek Cologne, because he's one of the ringleaders in the erasure of our culture.
That's right.
He damn near had a stroke. That 2-minute trailer just chapped his ass. I'm gonna play the trailer again, but family, I'm seeing the responses that I got from this thing. This thing is bigger than what I thought. The erasure. There's a desperate attempt, and a very aggressive attempt to erase us from hip hop. I mean, it's aggressive.
How they gonna do that though?
It's aggressive, family. This thing is more aggressive than I imagined, and I'm telling you why. Next year they got the Olympics. 2024 they got the Olympics. They're gonna have breakdancing in the Olympics. So they're desperately trying to etch us out of it. They're trying to get us out of it and Trojan horse Latinos and other people in aggressively, so
Asians.
that when all of these endorsements and when all of the corporatizing of hip hop pops in, they're going to get all of these non-black people and prop them up as experts. There's a reason why they keep propping up Fat Joe and people like that.
Joe.
Let me let y'all hear this Fat Joe interview. And Fat Joe is indirectly addressing us, but listen to this. And shout out to Sir Major for curating this.
Shout out to Sir Major.
Let me find that
Twitter
Fat
streets.
Joe. Here it is. Shout out to Sir Major. Now listen to Fat Joe. They just interviewed him on NPR, and he's talking about the backlash that he got for saying hip hop, black and Latino 50-50, because it's horse crap, and they got them out here aggressively saying this nonsense. And let me tell you, they have lowered the bar for Latinos to claim to be pioneers in hip hop. They've lowered the bar for them to the ground. Now listen to this.
You know, I grew up black. And so
Nick, wait a minute.
What does that mean, Joe? I'm gonna tell you, my hood is 80%, 90% black.
Now, Joe, he said in interviews how white he is. Hey, I'm white. He is. Now, you know his paperwork says he's white, okay? All right.
My projects, my neighborhood was dominantly black. My grandmother's neighborhood was 99.9% black, where there was no pop Latinos and nothing like, they was out the way. And so that's where I grew up. My mom's lived there for 40 years in that community. So she's from the community. Love, Miss Ruby, this, that. And so when I'm born, I'm not listening to salsa and all that. I'm listening to Gloria Gaynor. I'm listening to Steph.
You lying. He lying. Man, he had all type of Goya powder, all type of flour tortillas. He lying. It was all type of beans, all that refried.
Birria,
It was all that.
extra cilantro,
He lying. He is so lying.
all the pork butt tacos you could eat,
How
chalupa.
did he? He was always chunky. You ain't get. Yeah, come on, cuz.
Nah, you got from that eating mama's refried pinto beans
I'm
and
telling you.
tortas.
Stephanie Mills. I'm listening to Iowa.
You an
Melanesa.
outlier. Okay, that's rare. You're one of the rare rebellious Puerto Ricans who was one of the needle in the haystacks who hung around a couple of black folks, dude.
Now,
Oh, that's what my
now hold on though. Now, from what I hear, because I just shout out to D Tubman, I was listening to the Twitter space. Dude, come on the Twitter space and say that it was Fat Joe's brother that was actually the one that messed with the black culture, and in fact, his mom and dad is racist as hell, and they kicked his brother out the house. So all the stories that he telling about his mom are in fact about his brother, but he won't tell that side of the story because he also has a sister, and this is allegedly, that is on the racist side of the game too.
Did you notice he mentioned his grandma? He didn't
Mm,
mention his mama, his daddy, his sister. He said his grandma.
right, and you know his because his mom, from what I hear, is the Latina one, and his dad is actually he say Cuban, but I heard Italian. Like that's a fabrication too, like
Which
somebody
would
that
be
was
white.
right. You know what I mean? So Joe's whole little background is twisted, and he trying to ease in. I would get black now. You couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me I wasn't black as white as I was. I was black with blue eyes. I was black.
And I call myself white. Did I
I was
mention
just
that too?
black. No, now.
Extra sour
my
cream
house was
now.
playing, right? And so it's hard for people to fathom that there were no social media, there was no Instagram, there were no nothing like that. So I grew up blonde hair, green eyes, knowing I'm Latino but thinking I'm black.
Stop.
Lie detector determined that was a lie.
It all that fam. We already know about the big pot of pinto beans with lard in it.
Guess what? The Bronx was real back then. You know the Bronx, like the Bronx was like real, burning buildings, like man. If you see some of them old documentaries of the Bronx, fam, the Bronx was real deal, and it wasn't no. When I looked at the documentaries, and this was some housing documentaries and some other stuff like totally unrelated. And guess what I did notice? Everybody was separated. This crew was with that crew was with that crew, and it wasn't no mixy trixie wixies. Wasn't none of that.
My best friend was Puerto Rican.
Stop.
Don't know how to explain it to you any other way, right? And so it wasn't until I went to high school and met another Latino brother that was a real dude. And he said, yo,
So you ain't meet another down Latino dude until high school, cuz you tripping, man.
What he just said was, if you really listen what he said, I didn't meet another yo Latino, and all the other Latinos that I met were against black people, and I had to go to high school to meet another yo Latino like me.
Or, hold on now. Or he said, I was yoing, and a real Latino brother pulled me to the side and said, yo, you cooning.
That could be. Let's hear what he got to say.
Right?
I'm saying it. I'm saying it could be both.
Right. Hold on.
lived there for 40 years in that community. So she's from the community. Love, Miss Ruby, this, that. And so when I'm born, I'm not listening to salsa and all that. I'm listening to Gloria Gaynor. I'm listening to them, but there were no social media. There was no Instagram. There were no...
In the 80s, Joe was born...
Don't know how to explain it to you any other way, right? And so It wasn't until I went to high school, I met another Latino brother that was a real dude. And he said, "Yo, come hang out with me in my hood."
And this is in the 80s.
Come hang out with me in my hood.
Where there are no yo-yos.
Yeah. Come on. See, you doing all of that mayate stuff. Come over here. You know, you mayate. No, come over here to my hood.
That is.
Yeah. You're doing that mayate stuff. You think you black? You know black, man. You know black, Joe. You know black, Joe.
The other Joe.
Come to the Cesar hood. Cesar. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Cilantro.
Cesar. What is Cesar? What is that? Is that like
cilantro?
Hold on.
Joe was born in 70. He wasn't at none of those jams because he was too young. People like him and Derek Alone, they were like 7, 8 around the time the early jams were going, so they weren't there.
And 10 blocks away was like another world. So when we went to his hood, it was 90% Puerto Rican, Latino flags in the window. The black guys over there thought they were Spanish.
You see? You see what I mean? You see? You see? No, Joe, you're doing it wrong, Joe. You're doing the mayate stuff. Come over here to Colombia. Come over here. There's no black, Joe.
But it's a true story. I met the blackest guy out there. He was like, "Hey, ¿qué pasa contigo? Vamos, this, that." He grew up.
He's probably a black Puerto
Yeah, he was a
Rican.
He was a black.
Oh,
No, this is a true story. I met the blackest guy out there. He was like, "Hey, ¿qué pasa contigo? Vamos, this, that." He grew up in that other side of town. He was the fat Joe of the Spanish. And so
no, nigga. You see, you tried to slip that one in there.
Yeah.
He was the black George. No, he was.
I
just
wasn't the
real
only
Spanish.
one, Cooney.
Yeah, he was
the
real
only
Spanish.
one.
He was real Spanish. He speaks Spanish. He was real Spanish. He was Afro Latino, like what you wasn't.
Right. What you was.
you know, and it was good. I swear to God, I got a book coming out in November. The book of Jose. It's just in my book that I couldn't believe that it was like Puerto Rican heaven over.
now that's interesting. He got a book deal. They're parading him around with the vice president. They got him doing these interviews. He's being propped up by the corporate structure as a Trojan horse. When you see cats, this is real random. You know, they're propping him up for a reason.
There, like, you know what I mean? It was just dominantly Puerto Rican, and that's when I learned about salsa, Hector Lavoe, Gran Combo.
No, hold on, Joe.
All the way to high school.
Hold on, Joe, because you saying it
your
too,
whole
you
family.
saying it too good, Joe. You hear how he switched up real quick?
President, they got him doing these interviews.
Listen to
He's being propped up by the corporate structure as a Trojan horse. When you see cats, this is real random. You know, they're propping him up for a reason.
There, like, you know what I mean? It was just dominantly Puerto Rican, and that's when I loved salsa, Hector Lavoe, Gran Combo. You know, and I really started learning my Latino heritage over there. I was always Latino. I'm not.
I was always Latino. You can't have it both ways, Joe.
You can't.
You can't, Joe. You can't think that you was black for ever so long, but I was always Latino, though. I was always
Trojan horse.
But you notice how he said all of them words, though. Yeah, he switched up, got real ethnic, didn't he, though?
Random.
Real tetherish.
No, they're propping him up for a reason.
There, like, you know what I mean? It was just dominantly Puerto Rican, and that's when I learned about salsa, Hector Lavoe, Gran Combo. You know, and I really started learning about
Gran Combo. He got real ethnic. You telling me you just learned that at 15, fam? They're like you got that from El Madre.
Latino heritage over there. I was always Latino. I'm not. That's 1,000,000%. My father's Cuban, never spoke English. He went to jail. The only time my father went to jail was we got stopped by some officers.
Okay, this ain't the clip I really want. Hold on, there's another.
Only time my father went to jail is because he went to he went to jail for some officers because he didn't speak English. Is what he was going to go on to say. But anyway,
Right.
um, Joe, come on, fam, come on, fam, Tether Joe.
Just cut it out. You trying to sell that book, ain't you, Joe?
Te-
Tether Joe, be
I just
honest.
thought I don't know no other way to explain it. Now, I just thought I was black, and you just got to believe me. Like, come on, dude, can't even do it, man. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all, but I'm emoji, fold you, and scold y'all about being on code, man. We got to be on code because we got people out here telling lies, man. Lies on the culture. Nah, you just come on now, not on the culture. Let them tell it. Next is gonna be. Actually, they did allude to the fact that uh, 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 Puerto Rican started hip hop later on in this broadcast. I mean, it's really deep. But
Oh
anyway,
yeah,
y'all go
off
check out
top.
Tariq. Yeah, go check out Tariq Radio, y'all.
Between them and the Jamaicans,
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Even and then it
50-50.
flipped to Jews and Puerto Ricans.
Don't forget the Asians in the breakdancing.
Oh yeah, man. That have you seen one of them? One of them little just peep one of them. I mean, I just look at them ever so often, and just look in the crowd, and it's like all ages, and it'd be like that one black dude there
Well,
that
because you
looks
know it came from martial arts, right? You know breakdancing came from martial arts. You know that? Samurais and ninjas, they've been doing moves like that. That
but
ain't,
but martial arts came from black people though.
you didn't know that.
Yeah, the biggest, most baddest belts of black and all of that is
You
black
mean them
people.
statues with them big old noses that no Asian person ever has right now? Do you
Right.
know? Oh,
Right. Right. Yeah, come on now.
oh. How big
Anyway,
they was? And ain't no Asian person really big like that since Yao Ming. I'm just saying. You mean like that?
love,
Hmm.
peace, blessings, and aloha, y'all. Y'all already know what to do. Y'all need to like and subscribe and all of that, all over on the things that we do. You already know them and all of that and that too. And then do a little bit of that on them places in your faces and and all of that. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Gotta go high for sure high.